Hello everyone, my name is Samuel and I'm here to present my project, Mezolock. Mezolock is an uncustodial man switch for your Bitcoin on the Mezo blockchain, right? The problem we're trying to solve is that actually currently over 20% of all the Bitcoin ever mined has been lost due to different reasons. One of them, the user loses their private keys, someone who owns Bitcoin dies, and the family members or the people who are concerned about him can't or don't have access to the Bitcoin, among other factors. This issue or these problems actually affect a lot of people across the globe, and why can't we create a solution for this? That's where Mezolock actually comes in. So with Mezolock, it's actually a dead man switch on Mezo. So all you have to do is actually come into the platform, connect your wallet where you have the Bitcoin, and then just set up recovery plan for your Bitcoin, or like a will. So as in case you spend a certain amount of time without checking into the platform, your Bitcoin will be automatically transferred to the external wallets or the layers that you've selected. We do not hold any Bitcoin funds for the user. The funds remain in the user's wallets and all that stuff. So I'll just right now actually go to the dashboard, actually the website, and then I'll show you how everything works. So here we actually have this is a website. It's already live on the testnet. All you have to do is actually come and connect the wallet, right? So it takes a few seconds to connect the wallet, and then once you have the wallet, you are in. So I'm here. You see, I have 0.02 BTC. That's BTC on the Meso blockchain. So I'll come here and actually create my will, right? So once I've created my will, I give it a few seconds for it to load. So here is actually where the interesting thing comes in. So here I will have to paste the address of the person that I want, to receive a part of my Bitcoin instead, in case I spend time without coming to this platform, without checking it. So I'll just select one address, and then I want all my Bitcoin to be transferred to this address, right? So you can add as many layers as possible, but for now I'll just do one. So I'll just click on next, and then here the inactivity period that should trigger the automatic transfer, right? So for now you can actually select any amount from 1 year to any time, but for the demo purposes I will select 1 minute, or I can actually come and do custom days. So just put 3 minutes, right? So it means after 3 minutes, if I don't check in within 3 minutes, my Bitcoin will be on the verge of being transferred to the recipients that I've selected. So the grace period means the time after which this time expires, inactivity period. How long should we wait? So for demo purposes, we can also actually wait for 2 minutes, right? So a total of 5 minutes, I think gives us enough time to test out everything, right? So you can see if you don't check in for 3 minutes plus the 2 minute grace areas will can claim starting 24th November at this time. So we are actually 5 minutes from this time. So I'll go on and click next, and then I select the the Bitcoin that I want to, the token that I want to, set up. For now, I think my wallet logged itself out, so I have to connect once again. Now it is. Okay, I connect once again, and then we should have actually our Bitcoin synced, right? So here, I'll just approve. Here, all you have to do is actually approve the smart contract to, trigger the transfer on your behalf. We do not hold custody. We do not have custody of these funds. They remain in the user's wallets. The user can actually withdraw them and use them still, but it will only trigger this whenever the user does not, come and check in our platform. So here's the thing: we have actually selected this. You cannot select MUSD, but for now we shall do on Bitcoin. So I've selected 0.02 BTC, and then the fallback address. In case the address that we've pasted, in case it doesn't, something wrong happens with it, you can actually come and do what? Select another payout address, right? So that is it. It's as simple as ABCD. And we come here, do next, and then it shows you. So 100% will go to this address, and inactivity period 3 minutes, and then the grace period 2 minutes, and all that stuff, right? So I will just create a will. That is it. Okay. So we also have to confirm in the wallet, and the transfer, no, the will be created. So I'll click confirm, and yeah, we just wait for confirmations on chain, and our will be created. So all I have to do is actually I will just keep coming in and checking in every now and then, as long as I don't exceed all this, like the time, I don't let the time go to zero, right? So I can come and check in and all that stuff. And actually, if I don't check in for a total period of 4 minutes, like the one that's remaining, my Bitcoin will be transferred to the address that I sent, right? So to this address. So I will come back once the timeline has actually ended, and I'll show you how everything works. And actually, before I go, actually, you see that I waited for some time for 3 minutes now. So if I check in, this time will be reset back to 5 minutes. So I'll just come and check in, right? So we also still have to confirm, right? And once you've confirmed, the time will be reset back to around 5 minutes. Okay. So we wait for the on-chain stuff to do, and then you can see the total time has been reset. So all you have to do is actually come check in and all that stuff, and then if you don't check in and the time goes to zero, the countdown, it will trigger the transfer, and that's what we're going to do. I'll wait for this time to come to to get done, or to do the countdown, and then once done, I'll come back and show you what happens during the trigger. Cool. Now I think 11 minute seconds are left, and I will just have to let the time count down, and right now the time has done, is done, right? And the wallet, the one that we used to create the wheel, you will see that actually it doesn't have any Bitcoin, right? So if you go on the activity, no, actually, if we actually now go to copy this, go to the address, paste this on the testnet, we should actually see something interesting, right? So you will see that we checked in 15 minutes ago, and then on the token transfers, this actually the tokens were transferred. Remember, this is the address that we had actually put as the here in case we don't check in for the period of time. So you see that I think there's nowhere. This address actually it received all the 100% of the tokens, which was around 0.02 BTC, right? And so in that case, actually, we are saving the Bitcoin. No, we recovered the Bitcoin because actually, assuming we had lost actually the Bitcoin. And so that is it for now. And thank you so much for the audience.